Hi, I'm Megan in Prescott, Arizona, and I want to take a moment to help you understand what Zinnime's Business School has done for me. I didn't even have a private practice when I got here. I stumbled into this by accident. It was August 2020, and I was looking for work among pandemic hiring freezes. I'd also just exited from a very abusive work experience that was still in my nervous system. Plus, I had gone through a disastrous plumbing flood and the death of a loved one. So while living off of savings wasn't ideal, I was okay with all the hiring freezes. I discovered Zinime accidentally through my professional liability insurance company's newsletter, which I had time to read since I wasn't working. And I signed up for a free webinar through Zinime, thinking it would help me kill time. Instead, it opened the doors to my future. Private practice was for me. So I'd been thinking about private practice since 2003, and I'd started a small business for offering professional development to therapists, but that flopped because I was working multiple jobs and couldn't figure out how to do the business part of business. There wasn't any guidance for me either. I just cobbled information together and hoped for the best. Knowing the pain of failure and the financial loss that goes with it, I knew that if I was going to pledge my future to private practice, I was going to need tons of support and resources and flowcharts. What I didn't know was that I also needed to have my mind deprogrammed from all the servanthood message I'd received over the decades while working in agencies and institutions. That's the real heart of Zinnime's Business School. There are so many nuts and bolts in the forms of videos, spreadsheets, how-to guides, and the like. But there's also a lot of sugar and spice in the form of Kelly and Miranda's gentle and consistent deprogramming style. It's kind of like a nourishment I never even knew I needed. So while they preach the gospel of solid business acumen, they're also singing hymns about reconnecting with joy and putting your life ahead of business. That was a new one to me. That last job had me working 60 to 70 hours a week. Now I set my own schedule. I am not the servant, I'm the master. My fees are set to sustain my existence, and I don't need to apologize to anyone for that. I refer out the people I don't think are a good fit for my practice. That's actually in their best interests, and it leaves room open on my calendar for people I can help create good outcomes with. I have policies that were thoughtfully developed to support giving my very best, and they don't have to match institutional or agency standards. I'm daring to exercise muscles I didn't know I had, and it feels really good to be grounding my decisions in both the nuts and bolts of business school and in the sugar and spice of holistic business coaching. I think that sugar and spice part is the unsung hero of Zinnime's offerings because, like, how do they package that and sell it? They don't. It comes with the nuts and bolts. So my practice is still small because I only completed my healing journey about 6 months ago, and that's when marketing began. But my website is already on page 2 of Google's search results, and I'm on my way to page 1. That happened with help from all the resources from business school, the nuts and bolts, and sugar and spice. And I am excited about seeing once faraway dreams come closer and closer into view. I didn't think that any of this was possible. My fee alone is something I thought people would say no to, but I've been proven wrong. I have something to offer that other people want, and I can own this because I know I'm standing in my power, something that was taken away from me in that abusive job. Business school helped give it back to me. I'll close with a quote from Mark Nepo I read the other day, something that really fits what Zinnime's Business School has done for me and many others. The flower doesn't dream of the bee. It blossoms and the bee comes. Thank you to everyone at Zinnime and to my fellow business schoolers for helping me bloom.